Kenny and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly cloudy good morning to you. I hope your day's going well for you, wherever you might be. Hey, we're having a pretty good day out in the inside anyway. Outside, plenty of clouds out there. A little bit of drip going on. Currently, we have 39 degrees at the airport. Drizzle here at Radio Center, 38. Downtown Midland is at 41. Downtown Bay City coming in at 38. We have a southwest wind at 9, 29.72, and steady is the barometric pressure. Yeah, we do have a wind chill. Currently, it is 33 degrees, which isn't really all that bad compared to what we have been seeing over the past few days. Matter of fact, we had 3 straight days in a row of precipitation. Some of you not as much as others. We have seen as much as 2.5 inches accumulation over the past several days. But for the most part, it has been manageable. Some folks were looking at an inch, maybe a little bit less since everything started this week. Others in the Auburn area, Bay City area, an inch, inch and a quarter, inch and a half. So again, manageable, but still it is a little bit sticky out there. First day of piling going on for Michigan Sugar Company. And unless our producers have not had a whole lot of precip, they're going to wait another several hours before they get in and try to get some work done, because obviously a lot of them do not want to do any mudding as of right now. And quite frankly, honestly, they don't have to, because the way the weather is shaping up, it does appear as though we're going to be looking at some decent harvest conditions, although there is going to be a pretty good chance as we move through the weekend where they might slow things down just a little bit as far as piling goes, because our temperatures are going to warm up rather dramatically. We are looking for sun to come out as we go through the afternoon hours. We're looking for a high with the help of that sun at about 50 degrees. It is going to take sun to get there, and we are going to need at least an hour, if not 2 hours of sun to get there as well. What's happening is the upper level low pressure system is still around. It's located over Hudson Bay. And with that counterclockwise circulation, it does appear as though we're still under the influence of that cooler air coming down over the water, which is still warm, 58 degrees right now in many areas. And we are looking in the immediate Saginaw Bay area, water temperature is still in the low 60s. So whatever breeze we get, it is going to create cloud cover, and it is going to create some precipitation, albeit light in nature. But later on this afternoon, we'll still see a chance of maybe a slight shot of moisture, but we're also going to have a chance of some sun. And I think we're going to have a sunset tonight. We're looking for partly cloudy skies tonight. The sun should come out just prior to sunset for sure. And as a result, with clear skies, once again, our temperature is going to drop down 35 degrees for a low tonight, but a south breeze less than 10 miles per hour. And going through the day tomorrow, partly sunny skies, 64 is going to be our high. We're going to have a southwest wind that will pick up as we go through the afternoon. That's what's going to cause the warmer temperatures. Southwest wind gusting up to about 25 miles per hour tomorrow. So there will be a little bit of dry down and a little bit of evaporation going on. Clear skies tomorrow night, 50 for a low. South breeze still around about 15 to 18 miles per hour. And we'll see some wind gusts tomorrow night of 25. Then on Saturday, the winds are still going to be around. Out of the south, we could see some gusts up to 25 miles per hour still on Saturday. 72 is our projected high, 52 for a low on Saturday night. Then on Sunday, once again, we'll be in the 70s, probably 74 for a high with partly to mostly sunny skies. Clear skies Sunday night, 52 for a low. But then we are going to see after midnight an increase in the clouds. And during the day on Monday, we'll have an increase in the clouds, a thickening of the clouds as we go through the day on Monday, starting off with some clouds and some sun. 72 for a high. Chance of showers later in the day on Monday and Monday night. Low 50s for a low on Monday night with a much better chance of seeing some moisture. Tuesday is going to be a mostly cloudy day, but mild. Mid 60s for a high. Then on Tuesday night, we're going to be dropping down into the 46-degree area still with a chance of some showers, but then clearing. It appears right now on Tuesday night with partly cloudy skies. Then on Wednesday with partly cloudy skies, still a chance of a shower around, but a much better chance of seeing sun, middle 50s for a high on Wednesday. So our temperatures going to peak out over the weekend, spill over into the first part of the work week next week. But again, we're not going to get away from the chances of precipitation after we finish the day today, because about Monday night and into Tuesday, and also maybe spilling over into Wednesday, we're going to have chances of precipitation. But all of this is going to be coming from the north. We're not looking at any of this moisture coming from the south, which means more of a heavier downpour type rain. That's because the jet right now is running across southern Canada and a series of low pressure systems moving through there. So as a result, we're not going to see any of this heavier activity going on when it comes to our moisture. Record high in this state is 81. That was set back in 1953. The record low 20 set in 1952. A year ago, our high was 71. Our low was 51. We had just a trace of precipitation a year ago today. Sun will set this evening at 6:45, rise tomorrow morning at 7:58. And on this date, back in 1992, we had 2 inches of snow. So yes, it does happen, and it has happened. Fortunately, we're not going to worry about it today. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Incidentally, we alluded to that long-range forecast. All the way through the 2nd of November, we're looking at our temperatures to average out above normal for this time of the year. Precipitation values to be pretty close to average. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Standing by, Melinda Sweeney from the Andersons. We'll be talking to her and find out what's going on with our markets. And, of course, Doug Klein from Oppenheimer. All of that coming up. But first, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrien Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrien Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrienagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrien Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrien Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Weiss Equipment. You know, if you've ever wondered why Farm-All tractors got the name Farm-All, well, there's some pretty good reasons, like a whole bunch of them. Baling, furrowing, cultivating, hitching, digging, emergency towing, mixing feed, fertilizer, hauling, loading, pulling, raking, leading parades. Yeah, they'll do that. Excavating, grading. You know, the Case IH Farm-All tractors range from 35 to 140 horsepower, and they can do a lot. Weiss Equipment in Frankenmuth knows that getting the job done starts with choosing the right Farm-All. That's why they carry a wide range of Case IH Compact Farm-All Series tractors, so you'll find the right fit for your operation. From the Value Pack Compact Farm-All A Series to the Deluxe Compact Farm-All C and C Series with cabs. So let's make it simple. This tractor does everything. So no matter what you're doing, Can Do comes in red. Farm-All. Learn more by stopping by Weiss Equipment in Frankenmuth. Doing it right longer. Say good morning to Melinda Sweeney over at the Andersons. Melinda, how's your day going today?
It's going good. How's yours?
Hey, not too bad. You know, There's light at the end of the tunnel. They keep telling me we should see some sun a little bit later this afternoon. Maybe the guys will get back in the fields, huh?
Yeah, hopefully this weekend.
I didn't know how far along you folks were at the Andersons when it came to the soybean harvest and the start of corn harvest. In my trip over to Ubley yesterday, I did see some cornfields that were harvested, but I think a lot of them were silage corn. I don't think there was too much shelling corn yet.
There's a little bit going on, but I'm sure a lot of the dairies over there have a lot of their silage off.
Yeah, I wouldn't be a bit surprised. And soybeans, are we still looking at some soybean harvest?
We are. Hopefully that sun comes out so we can get back at it.
Yeah. So the markets, what's the story today?
Yeah, we're up today. Corn's up 6, beans are up 20, and wheat's up 8. A lot of that is on the macros reversing. Less rain in the southern 1/3 of Argentina. The northern 2/3 is pretty wet. Our exports have definitely picked up this week. There's a closing on the Mississippi due to dredging. A few market headlines that Russia's to retreat planting winter wheat, mostly for their excess rains, and they're saying they have a lower wheat price in Russia today.
So as far as the markets are concerned, what have we got on the board?
Yeah, new crop corn, we got at 630. New crop 23 corn, 570. New crop 22 beans at 13.33. New crop 23 beans at $13. We also have red wheat at 678 for nearby now. We got 23 red wheat at 820 for July delivery, and 874 for white wheat for July delivery.
What are we looking at right now as far as projected wheat plantings in the areas of the Anderson's elevators? What are you hearing from producers? Are they putting more wheat in this year?
Yeah, I would say the wheat numbers are definitely up in Michigan. Not necessarily the same story across the United States, but the general consensus is we are up acres in Michigan this year.
Which means that a lot of guys were able to hopefully get the soybeans off a little bit earlier and the dry beans so they could use that ground to put some wheat in.
Yep.
So all in all, things are looking up.
Yep, they are.
And green too, right?
Yeah.
All right. You take care, Melinda. Have a great day, okay?
Thanks.
You bet. Melinda Sweeney over at the Andersons. To Oppenheimer we go with Doug Klein. The market report brought to you by Ed Raymond and Sons, quality clothing and shoes. That's what's available at Ed Raymond's. You're talking Red Wing shoes. You're talking Red Wing shoes and boots, Carhartt, the Stormy Cromer accessories, all available right now at one of America's oldest Carhartt, Red Wing, and Stormy Cromer dealers. Now, they're one of the largest independent stores in the Midwest. Ed Raymond, celebrating more than 100 years at 151 West Broad Street in Chesaning. They're open 7 days. And by Quality Roasting of Reese, makers of Exceller meal since 1991. That's a high bypass soybean meal that's designed to maximize your dairy herd's production. Why don't you get a hold of your nutritionist or local feed dealer today and ask them about makers of Exceller meal. That's Quality Roasting of Reese. Doug, what have we got going on?
Oh, looks like housing sales were down 23% year over year, so that wasn't too good. Listings down 22%. Seems like the Fed has got their goal already. They really don't need to raise interest rates anymore. Kind of got that horse beaten to a pulp. No sense kicking them, but anyway, the yen is at a 32-year low against the U.S. dollar. The dollar was buying 150 yen earlier overnight, so competition against Japan, in the United States is going to heat up. So that could get interesting. And I thought, that maybe when Putin loses this war, we could just make East Russia and West Russia, kind of like we did to Germany way back in the day. build a big wall, no man's zone, the whole bit.
Well, the last time I heard anything about a wall, I think you know where I'm going with that.
I heard there's just shipping containers now.
Yeah.
Where there was a gap in the wall, they just put a whole bunch of shipping containers, and Biden didn't like that too much, so he kind of told the Texas governor to remove those, and he's like, yeah, I don't think so.
Well, the shipping containers wouldn't blow away because they're probably full of illegal drugs or something,
Something, yeah, fentanyl. Oh, God. Well, anyway, after all that, here's your numbers. The December corn, 683 3/4, up 5.5. The September of 23 corn, 636 1/2, up 3. November soybeans, 1391, up 18.5. The March of 23 soybeans, 1407, up 15.25, and then November of 23 soybeans, 1358 1/4, up 9 3/4. December wheat, 847 3/4, up 6.5, and the July of 23 wheat, 875, up 9 cents. Crude oil getting a little bump off their support, 86.90 right now, up $1.35. Heating oil, 351.83, down 4 1/4 cents. Gasoline is 2.68, that's up 2.5 cents, and natural gas is 6.20, that's down a penny. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar, U.S. dollar buys 137.08 at the border, that's down 56 ticks. The dollar buys 149.79 yen, that's down 10 ticks. The euro is at 98.26, up 55 ticks, and the dollar is at 112.34, that's down 65 ticks. Gold is at $1647.90, up $13.70. Silver's $18.89.5, that's up 53.5 cents. Platinum's finally trading again, $939.90, it's up $48.40.
It took a little bit of a snooze there, didn't it?
Yeah, it was snoozing big time, up 5.5% today, though.
Oh, making up for lost time.
Yeah, I guess.
Doug, have a good one.
Okay, you too.
I will. Talk to you later. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. Along with me, Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. And Jerry, my guess is the plant of the week is loving this moisture. What do you think?
I think you're right, Terry. Plant of the week this week is blue holly. Blue holly is what we'd think of as a Christmas holly. It's got spiny kind of leaves to it, deep purple stems, dark green, almost bluey foliage, and it's a great plant. The unfortunate thing is it needs to be well drained, and it wants to be out of the winter suns and winter winds. So east exposure, north exposure is good for blue holly. It's odd that it is a sexed plant, so you need a male and female to get the berries on the females. So you got to make sure you have one of each if you want the berries. But it's a beautiful plant with beautiful red fruit on that nice deep bluish green foliage. It's just it's an amazing plant. We love them.
And you've got them at the nursery, both the male and the female?
We do, Terry, and sometimes they'll even plant within a pot. They'll plant one male and a couple of females, so you only need to buy one plant and you get them all.
Yeah. Maybe on some other show late at night we'll talk about the difference, okay?
Well, I'm not going to go there today, but yes, maybe some late night show we can do that.
Have a good one, Jerry.
Yes, sir, Terry.
We'll talk to you later. Jerry Samolsky over at Bay Landscaping and Garden Center. When we return, Craig Voorhees will be joining us. We'll follow up on what we were talking about the other day about the trailers. And if we have time, we're going to talk a little bit about land prices across the continental United States, in particular, one state. All of that coming up right after this.
Looking for a career where every day is different? Got a knack for working on farm equipment? We're looking to grow our team. Hudson Inc., your local John Deere dealer, is responsible for keeping farmers of America running. Honest, dependable, and self-reliant mechanical technicians is who we are looking for. Hudson provides continuing education, tool allowances, and benefits. If you're interested in becoming a part of the Hudson team, go online and search Hudson Inc. Careers for more information.
Whether your family farm has been passed down through generations or you're just starting out, Knowledge and partnership fuel constant growth along the way. As the legacy of your farm strengthens, shared values and a never-ending commitment remain. ACH Seeds is proud to work with you to sustain your continued growth. This partnership, driven by a shared passion that never stops growing, is refined over time and cultivated in common ground.
The beauty of a family farm is that everyone pitches in to get things done. There is nothing like the smell of a sugar beet field during harvest or a meal served off the tailgate of a pickup. This is Jeff Karst, your ACH Seeds representative, with a friendly reminder to keep safety a top priority this harvest season. Please encourage your crews to be cautious with field work and drive safely as they deliver this crop. You've built an impressive legacy, one that is certainly worth protecting. Thank you for your continued business again this year.
Crystal Beet Seed, never stop growing.
Experience the most reliable RTK signal from PC Ag Solutions, compatible with most GPS receivers. Trade in your old radio or modem and get an affordable subscription through us. We have over 25 base station locations across the Lower Peninsula, and we're always looking to add more to our network. Discover more power, more accuracy, and more coverage with our 450 megahertz signal. Call us to learn more today. PC Ag Solutions, 989-868-4444. On Tuesday, we talked a little bit about trailer movement, moving it off of where it was and storing it, putting things away. Craig Voorhees is joining me again today to talk a little bit more about handling the trailers. What's the latest tip, Craig?
Right, Terry. A little more trailer talk today. As those trailers come home and they're looking for places to be stored for the winter, if you've got space in your shed and you decide to rent space out so those folks can park their units in your buildings, make sure you get a hold of your agent. There's a little endorsement to add onto the policy that protects you, the building owner, when those people are coming onto your property. It's pretty inexpensive, and we want that coverage to extend to you when you're doing that, because, again, we don't like surprises in the insurance world.
And, again, we're talking a lot of money in some cases, too, aren't we, as far as the value?
Yes, we are. And you should advise your people that are renting from you that they need to keep the insurance on their particular trailers or campers or whatever they're storing. You, as the building owner, are not providing any coverage for those units. The people who own them still should keep the coverage on those.
Good advice. Craig, you take care. Have a great day, okay?
We will, if we can get this water shut off.
Yeah, I think we're just about there.
All right, hope so.
We'll talk to you later. Craig Voorhees with the Rummel Agency. Farm Service brought to you by Pete Costello Painting, specializing in all types of painting and hot rubber bin seal. Farmers as well as businesses know that Pete the Painter repairs and paints barns and roofs. Call 989-413-3934 and schedule your job. Pete paints barns, grain bins, houses, as well as Morton buildings. One call does it all. 989-413-3934. Pete Costello Painting. The calendar filling up fast, so schedule your job now. Remember, Pete does free estimates.
Soil prep for next year begins as soon as the harvest is over. Don't miss out on nutrients you can return to your soil. Applying a Dairy Dew compost blend accelerates the conversion of crop stubble into next year's plant food. That remaining plant material is full of nutrients you want to return to the soil. Dairy Dew blends from Morgan Composting, like K2, Gypsum Plus, and Layer Ash Blend with Gypsum, helps with decomposition, releasing those nutrients for next year's crops while also adding good biology and other missing nutrients to your soil. Like a lot of things right now, supplies are limited, so contact Morgan Composting to place your order for fall and lock in your price now. Crops don't wait. The seasons don't wait. You shouldn't wait. Address soil health now for better yields next year. Not sure which is the best Dairy Dew compost blend for your fields? Contact a soil health expert at Morgan Composting for a consultation and soil testing. Call today or visit dairydew.com to learn more.
It's time to make sure your crops have access to nitrogen when and where they need it. Let Envita, a nitrogen-fixing biological, be the game changer in your operation and take your ROI to the next level. Backed with proven results, with average 8-bushel yield advantage in corn, Envita fills the nitrogen gap and puts more money in your pocket. As the one source for your seed and biological needs, Contact Legend Seeds today at 800-678-3346 or visit legendseeds.net to put Legend to work on your acres.
At Beta Seed, we deliver the nation's premier sugar beet seed every spring and superior performance every fall. But neither represent our most important delivery. That honor is reserved for a delivery that knows no season. Confidence. Confidence delivered by a team of breeding professionals identifying the best traits tailored to your market. It's the industry's leading feedback loop that's led by your Beta Seed rep. From grower to rep to breeder and back again. Only Beta Seed can deliver all that. Beta Seed, breeding confidence.
Back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude our program with the playing of our national anthem.
From the Premier Kitchen and Bath Gallery Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW FM.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Rocket Mortgage.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez in New York. Britain is in the market for a new prime minister.
I am resigning as leader of the Conservative Party.
Liz Truss calling it quits after just 6 weeks in office. Correspondent Vicky Barker has more from London.
Whoever replaces Liz